Actually, when everyone serves a short side, there is a very big misconception. What is this big misconception? For many friends, regarding the short side, you expect that as soon as the opponent receives this ball, it will fly 10 meters away. That is to say, when you go to serve this short topspin ball, for example, how do you serve your topspin? Look, you always like to lift it up like this to serve. Lifting it to serve, including the left side spin, you always like to lift it upwards to serve. That is to say, regarding the topspin of this ball, you not only want to generate topspin on this ball, you also want to make the ball kick forward. If this ball kicks heavily, it means that after the ball bounces on the table, it covers a long distance. It might just do what directly, just like this. I clearly served it short, but because this ball kicks too much, what will it do? It will directly kick long. When serving side topspin, what must you pay attention to? As long as my topspin makes the opponent pop it up when they try to push it, that's enough. I don't need to make this topspin so strong that when the opponent receives it, flies everywhere in the sky, or completely jam the opponent. Then there's a problem. So everyone take a look. If I normally lift upwards to serve it with a kick, look, no matter how I serve, it goes long. It's long on every serve, even if my power is concentrated. And my braking is very early. Once the ball kicks, it goes long. The left side spin is the same. All of them go long. All go long off the table. Now I will teach everyone how you should serve it. We don't need to let our racket even press forward, aiming to brush the top part of the ball. What do we only need to do? Being able to brush the back of the ball is enough. Okay, now let me show everyone again. If I press the racket and brush the top of the ball, this ball's topspin will be too strong. It will go long then. Now, my racket shouldn't press like this. I just need to keep it slightly vertical. As long as my racket is directly behind the ball, able to contact the back of the ball, this ball will have topspin. Come, let me show everyone. Did you see that, friends? Look now, when I serve this ball doesn't kick as much anymore. Doesn't kick as much. But what is it still? But you see, this ball is moving forward, right? It is still a topspin, including when I serve the left side spin. If I aggressively lift it upwards, the ball goes long off the table. But now all I need to do is, I don't need to deliberately lift it upwards. I also don't need to care about how strong the topspin must be on my serve. I just need my racket angle to be relatively in a slightly vertical state, able to brush the what? The back of the ball. Come. Everyone, look. Isn't this ball enough? Hey, isn't this ball enough? Right? This is already a topspin. When the opponent pushes it, it will already pop up high. We have no need to add this. Right, pressing the racket angle heavily to serve the topspin so strong. This is the first point, setting our racket angle properly. Because the racket angle, right? Everyone also knows if I hold it vertically, if I press it down, it's also topspin is just stronger. This is the starting point for everyone. When serving the short side topspin ball, we just need to make sure its spin is topspin. That's enough. We don't need to serve its topspin very strong or kicking very much. Then what should the second point be? I just said as long as the racket angle is vertical. It is already a topspin. Already a topspin. The second is the direction when I generate power generation. Let me first serve a hook serve for everyone to see. Everyone, look at what direction my power goes. This is a hook serve. This is a hook. Then I will serve a left side spin. Everyone, where is my power direction going? Does my power direction mostly go towards the side a bit more? More towards the side. The hook serve is also more towards the side, right? But have you noticed? Many friends, when you want to serve your topspin ball, where does your power go? It mostly goes forward. Hey, you mostly push it forward, right? Upwards and forwards. Look at this. Upwards and forwards, the left side spin is also upwards and forwards. As long as you go upwards and forwards, this ball will definitely go long off the table. It will go long because in the process of going upwards, it's equivalent to adding extra topspin. You not only go upwards, but also it's equivalent to giving the ball an extra forward pushing force. The stronger the topspin, the more it kicks forward. Your power is also pushing it forward. How could this ball possibly be served short, right? So everyone, you must remember, to serve a short topspin ball, first, keep the racket angle slightly vertical. Ensure that this ball has topspin, so it pops up when the opponent pushes it. That is enough. Secondly, our overall power generation is a process of absorbing power. Why is it called absorbing power? When I actually generate power towards the side. Why do I go towards the side? Because when I generate power towards the side, it can reduce the ball's forward power, right? I am going towards the side. The more power goes towards the side, the less forward power there is. The less forward power, the less it moves forward after bouncing on the table. This makes it much easier to keep the ball short. So it's absolutely fine to generate power. It's not that. In order to serve short, we have to just touch it lightly to absorb force. It's definitely not lightly touching it. Rather, what? I add some power towards the side. Lateral power reduces forward power. Using lateral power to offset its forward power, which is absorbing power with a vertical racket angle, generating power towards the side. This guarantees it's a topspin, while generating power towards the side and still serving it short at the same time, giving a feeling of absorbing power. Watch me do a few more demonstrations. Take another look. If I hold the racket vertically and lift forwards and upwards, every lift goes long, every lift goes long. The left side spin is also the same, every lift goes long, right? Then what do I do now? This deliberate upward lift, I go towards the side. Absorb power towards the right. Left side spin means absorb power towards the left. Absorb power towards the left. Look, I not only guarantee this ball is a topspin, and I can also keep it short. Serving is definitely a process of generating power. If you want to serve it short, it is also a process of generating power, and never misunderstand it as just lightly touching the ball. Then, friends, if I just lightly touch it, then what is the point of my short serve? Only when I do what? Friends, look. Only when I add power will the opponent pushing this ball possibly pop up high and possibly eat our side spin, flying off to the sides. Only then is it threatening. And only if I use the motion and generate power can I effectively mix my short serve with my long serve. Mix my side topspin with my side underspin. Mix them together. You can't say, hey, I lightly touch it for a topspin and desperately use force downwards for an underspin. Serve a short one lightly without any strength and desperately use force for a long one. Then where is the deception? Where is the deception in your serve? So, to summarize, serving the short side topspin ball through a slightly vertical racket angle, brushing the slightly rear side of the ball, it will form a topspin. Then we can generate more power towards the side. Why? First, it offsets the forward power, keeping the ball short and preventing it from going long. Secondly, since our racket is slightly vertical, in this serve of ours, we are not pursuing extreme topspin. Then when I add power towards the side, what can it increase? It can increase its side spin, making this serve primarily side spin, with a little bit of topspin. So when the opponent goes to receive your serve, they not only have to worry about this ball having topspin, but also consider your side spin. They need to account for both aspects. If you only serve topspin, they only worry about topspin. If you serve side topspin, they must account for both topspin and side spin. If my topspin is like this, what is this? Pure topspin, right? Then what if my serve is like this? What if my serve is like this? Right? This is left side topspin. Then when the opponent receives it, is it enough to just account for topspin? Don't they also have to account for your side spin? If you serve it like this, if you serve the ball like this, friends, do you think it's easy for them to receive this ball? Is this easier to receive, or is this easier? Definitely when adding lateral power, right? Left side spin. Is this easier to receive, or is this easier to receive? It must be that the more lateral power you add, the harder this ball is to receive. When the opponent goes to receive your topspin, what state are they in? Unable to generate their own power. Receiving like this, it's still a topspin. It still comes over long. Then you just serve the ball and wait to attack. Backhand loop or hit it with your forehand. You'll be good to go. This is called anticipating the ball. The better the quality of your serve, the more accurate your serve, the more accurately you can anticipate. Actually, many friends don't know how to anticipate. They just serve randomly, not caring about the spin or length or placement. They serve it over and don't know how the opponent will receive it. Hitting left, however, this is the norm for many friends playing. Right. If we want to anticipate, well, we must know what kind of spin I am serving, how the opponent can receive it. Only then can I know, after I serve, how to prepare for the next shot. Let me use a penhold grip to serve a few. Everyone watch. Hey! Use force towards the side. Use force towards the side. Look. Use force towards the side. Use force towards the side. Spin. Look. Use force towards the side. Use force towards the side.